What's going on, guys? We are back with episode number 3 of the Road to 1200, and today's going to be a very simple video. If you watched the last video, you saw that my squat form and deadlift form had some issues. My deadlift form more than my squat form. We do have some updated footage, so we'll jump into that in just a moment. Week 7 updates as we are at the end of the week. Wait, we're down a pound, which is good. Where I was 4 days ago was 213.6. We are down, which we started this at 218, so we are down roughly 6 pounds. After we drop the training footage, I'll kind of go over some nutritional aspects that maybe you should follow, but I'll leave that up to you. I am not a professional. Never listen to anyone on the internet. Do your own research, but I'll give you my experiences and how I have been able to steadily lose weight while on this this program. Let's jump in and check this video out. As you can see, I already taken more time on it, which is good. Back's in a decent position. Fluid movement. Up to 185. Trying to rebrace. Last one was very quick. 225, hook grip. This one's
So far so good. Like, compared to what it was 3 days ago, 4 days ago, dramatically improved.
And I do just want to pause on that note right there. Again, still have a lot to work on. Things aren't perfect. My hips are probably a little too low in some of them. But compared to where I was, this is a dramatic improvement. It's all progress, right? It's going to take some time. And then we did some back off reps at 225, kind of get the mind muscle connection, kind of just get it ingrained to back up from the bar a little bit more, to make sure that my shoulders and chest are over the bar, try to keep my chest up or more up than it was previously, but yeah. Not horrible. The main focus was actually squats because it was my heavy squat day. So one thing I do want you guys to really focus on during this video is really just the heels, right? Focus on the heels, focus on the ankle, either popping in or popping out, right? Depth was on that one. Better, but slower, right? I'd say for the most part they're parallel.
Plan says 268, going to 275. Probably gonna back down to 270. So from what I can see on 275, it wasn't that bad. Looks like maybe on the second one, I had a little bit of lift off, but I'll have to be able to zoom in and really look at it. But third one looked fine, just moved a little slow. It's hard doing 275 for 3.
So with that being said, let's go back to that second rep. Number 2, we're gonna pause and see if we can see any lift off. I don't see anything as of right now. I think we're good. With that being said, right, like 275 didn't move super, super fast, but form was fine. No breakdown, no knee caving, no foot caving. It was heavy for what I've been training at. So triples instead of doubles like is more taxing for sure. There's definitely a mental aspect to it as well. But all in all, like not too bad. But let's continue and seeing how 270 moves.
Easy, let's go. Come on.
After the first one, I'm like, all right, easy, let's go, right? There are times where when you hit your lift, you're just like, wow, all right, this move, we can keep on going. You sort of get into a groove and it's nice. So that was really it for training, right? But compared to last week, or not even last week, last video, 3 days ago, 4 days ago, form's so much better. When I think about nutrition in general, right? If you are not tracking and you are intuitively eating, it doesn't work. When you are on a cut specifically, which for those that are, please take this as maybe the most serious thing I tell you. Make sure to hit your protein goals. What about nutrition? What about supplementation? How do you stay on track? How do you make sure that you don't lose your mind when it comes to food? Well, I'll tell you that the first week is always the hardest week. Go a week without eating, ice cream. Go a week without eating fast food. Go a week without eating takeout. Your body will learn to adjust, and it does it pretty quickly. But that first week, you are going to have cravings, and it's going to suck. You need to really just push through it, because once you do, it's kind of smooth sailing after that. I've been trying to be on a cut for a while, and there's always some excuse. There's something we have to go do. There's a show, there's an occasion, there's something, right? And I don't stick to my nutrition plan. And that's a problem because it just makes it that much harder to really get it done. My recommendation is download MyFitnessPal. It is free. You can pay for it and you do get more features. Being able to not include your exercise calories. So say you have an Apple Watch or a Fitbit or whatever's connected to your MyFitnessPal, your phone, right? Say you do an exercise that says, oh, you burned 800 calories. It'll add 800 calories to your nutrition plan. No. First off, don't believe fitness watches and stuff like that when it comes to calorie count. It's not entirely accurate because the heart rate isn't always accurate and different variables that play into it. So please don't just pay attention to your watch. It is a good tool. Set your activity level, right? So like if you are someone that goes to the gym, 4 times a week, 5 times a week, whatever it is, set it to active. But my current splits for protein and stuff like that, let's see, 40% protein, 30% carbs, 30% fat. I eat 2,100 calories a day. And a little hack is if you don't want to pay for MyFitnessPal and you still want to use the scan feature, set your location to the UK. Supplementation. Understand it is supplement, right? In addition to. You don't need it. It's not going to do the work for you. There's no such thing as a magic pill. Supplementation that I take is pre-workout. I don't have a specific brand that I strictly follow. I've had Gorilla Mind. Gorilla Mind's actually really good. If you do want something that is properly dosed all the way around, that's probably going to be your best bet. It is a little pricey, but you don't need it. It's nice to have, but you don't need it. Something I do take in addition to pre-workout would be creatine. I take 5 grams a day, whether I train or don't train. 5 grams goes into my body. Main reason being, it's the one supplement that's been proven to work. When it comes to multivitamins and vitamins just in general, I take Tonka Ali, I take ashwagandha, some joint stuff. I don't know the actual medical term, but the brand I use is Osteo Biflex. I don't have great joint health in general. It's probably one of the main reasons why my squat struggles as much as it does, but I still want to be stronger. I still want my squat to go up. I'm not going to use that as an excuse. You can only use things as an excuse so much, right? It shouldn't be the deterring factor from you going after your goals. You just have to make adjustments, and I don't got a lot for you. Eat chicken thighs. When it comes to cooking all your meals at home, lean ground beef, so like 93.7, 96.4, is crucial that you don't just stick to just chicken, just chicken breast, not going to eat anything else. You're going to get really tired of it. You're going to get so sick of eating food or eating that food that you're going to break, and you're going to go to McDonald's or Chick-fil-A or Taco Bell or Chipotle or whatever. Chipotle's calories, yes. You can make it a part of your, I guess, daily routine if you wanted to, but just know that like the calories that you're inputting and the calories that you see on the board aren't correct. There's no way they're correct. And the reason why I say that is when you get a bowl and you get a burrito, right? The amount of rice that's in that bowl versus the amount of rice that's in that burrito are vastly different, but they're supposed to be the same serving size. So that's kind of my point, right? Like the serving sizes aren't realistic for what it says. So just be aware of that. Don't just stick to chicken breasts. Don't just stick to chicken thighs. Don't just stick to salmon. Don't just stick to ground beef. Have a variety. If you don't have a Costco or BJ's or Sam's Club or some way to get bulk meat, I'd recommend that you do. You'll save a lot more money doing it that way. For example, buying chicken breasts and chicken thighs at BJ's is at most $3.50 a pound. When I go to Publix, it is a lot more. It's roughly $6 to $7 a pound, depending on the type of chicken. Chicken thighs are a little bit cheaper at like $4 or $5 a pound. But the point being, you can get a lot more for your money. And when you are trying to track your food, cooking at home is always going to be the better option. If you cook with a lot of olive oil, make sure you track it. If you cook with butter, make sure you track it. If you make a sandwich and you put mayo on, you need to track it. People don't understand how much it really adds, and they're wondering why they're not losing weight or why their progress is slowing. And if you are struggling to get protein in, have protein powder. I do recommend having 2 different types of protein in the sense of flavors. Doesn't have to be the actual type. Some people really like vegan protein. I don't. I think it tastes chalky. I've tried like 6 of them. They're all chalky. I recommend just the basic Optimum Nutrition Gold Standard whey protein. 24 grams of protein in 1 scoop, and it's only 120 calories. The chocolate is a decent flavor. The vanilla is a decent flavor. If you are someone that is strictly all about the flavor of protein, look at Ghost. Their flavoring is actually pretty decent. They work with a lot of different brands, so such as Chips Ahoy and Oreo and you name it, right? Like they work with different companies to help with the flavors. If you're a vegetarian, okay, you can't do just pea protein. You can't do just soy. Reason being, it's not a complete protein. But if you were to have, say, soy protein with rice and beans, it's not a complete protein. So you're in luck there. But if you were to just have it by itself, it's not a complete protein, and yada, yada, yada. There's a lot more scientific. If you want to know about scientific research and just more protein stuff, go check out Derek from More Plates, More Dates. He will go fully in depth for everything that you might need. I feel like I'm rambling at this point. Just cook your food, track your food, film yourself. And I don't mean like film yourself where you're just in the mirror and you're just flexing or whatever the case may be, right? Like that's not the goal, right? The goal is film yourself for form. See where, if you fail to lift, where you may have failed it. You don't have to do the program I'm doing. Find the one that works best for you. Find one that you enjoy doing. And same thing, like I said, with food. Like, don't just eat chicken, rice, and broccoli because that's what someone tells you to do. at the end of the day, hit your protein goals, hit your carb goals, hit your fat goals. Most importantly, hit your protein goals, because you need to keep as much muscle as you possibly can. But that's it for this video. I hope you enjoyed, and I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.